just go to YouTube. Good evening all. Welcome to my live broadcast number 174. Broadcasting live out of Auckland, New Zealand. Time here is 9 p.m. and we're back on normal time. Daylight saving is finished. And my name is Ki Pure and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. I'm going to finish off the last part of the KCBO tutorial. It's only a small segment, but I couldn't get through it, all of it the other night. And first, I just want to go, I'll share the screen. Just better share the screen, we'll get nowhere. This post here is for Scott Farn, who is a Cambodian host. Congratulations to Scott on his 200th broadcast. So that's cool. Bitcoin Scott, who was formerly known as, for doing your 200th TBC broadcast. Okay. Right. Cross that one off. I've done that. Now we'll just go to that back office. We'll go and finish up. This is it here. It's at the very bottom of the KCBO support. Right. Showing up there. Commissioner support frequently asked questions. I'm not sure if I have any live chat room open, and I don't know what's caused it. But however, I'm still going to finish off this broadcast. Okay, please note the Commissioner investigates discounting and fraud related to TBC Kringle's transactions only, and is not KCBO support. If your issue is a support-related issue and not regarding transactions, please contact KCBO support. Please read this article for understanding of what the Commissioner can do for you. The Commissioner can assist you if you have been frauded or you are reporting discounting. Please provide as much information as possible. Now, these are what the Commissioner can and can't do for you. Now, the Commissioner can assist you if you need to report transactions conducted at the TBC daily price. If your send button has been suspended, okay, the Commissioner cannot assist you with KCBO payment pending transactions, cashing out, or any account-related help. When asked to provide proof of transaction, the following rules apply. Accept it, provide proof of transaction, receipt, any factual evidence to support the transaction at the TBC daily price and not discounted. Okay. What he will not accept is excuses, lack of evidence or proof, mistakes or ignorance to the requirements, asking for permission to send and not keeping records, asking for forgiveness. In all these cases, you can contact the recipient and ask them to send you the amount of TBC Kringles in excess of the true value of the transaction. Otherwise, the send buttons will be suspended indefinitely. So there's a lot of food for thought in those last couple of questions. Okay, and that's in the blog, how and when to contact the commissioners. Goes back a month or two. Okay, question. My send button was on, but not, it is off. Oh yeah, okay. All transactions are monitored for compliance with the TBC daily price. If you send a large TBC or Kringle transaction, the sender and the recipient will have their send button suspended until it can be determined that discounting has not taken place. If you have violated one of these conditions, you must contact the commissioner and provide proof of transaction. Explanations and excuses won't be accepted. You must keep proof of the transaction or when you are asked for the details. If you have been suspended, contact the commissioner using the link below. Current guidelines for transactions are as follows. So I think we went through this part of this the other night. Transactions over 1,000 are reported to the commissioner, and you may be asked to provide proof of transaction according to the TBC daily price. Multiple transactions totaling over $5,000 are reported to the commissioner, and you may be asked to provide proof of transaction according to the TBC daily price. Any transaction in full, TBC will result in your suspension until investigation is completed. Okay, next one. Question. I have been frauded, or I assume my account was hacked. Answer. The TBC 009.web wallet is secure on TBC's end. The only way someone can gain access to your account is with three items. Number one, email address or username. Number two, password. And number three, security. Answer, have you shared your email, password, and security answer with anyone? Answer, have you attempted to use a TBC exchange? You should be aware that TBC 009.info is not our site. It likely steals your login information. Our only approved sites are https://kringle.cash and same TBC 00.009.net. So at the beginning of that answer, you see there's a bogus TBC 00.info site out there. Okay, next question. I plan to do large transactions over 1,000 daily. Can my limits be increased? There are no limits on your transactions, so there's nothing to increase. You are required to keep proof of each transaction conducted at the TBC daily price in case you are asked to provide this information. So there are no limits on any amount of transactions. If you already have a commissioner ticket, please reply to that through the commissioner portal. Do not open a new ticket. Okay, warning. Give your username or password or security questions. Never give your name, username or password or security questions to anyone. Commissioner will not even ask you for this information. Excuse me. What are all these things popping up? Thank you for reading through these helpful items. However, if your issue is not addressed here, please click the button below to open a new commissioner ticket. So there it is. That's the final of all of this. So, right. We just go back into the dashboard. Dashboard itself. Like we've got to sign back in. What? Everything going wrong tonight. It's X. Oh. Hey, I'm getting there. The hell? Okay, here we go. Beware of scammers posing as TBC exchanges. We all should know by now how this 24-hour, 48-hour works. You find one, that one, you go down and help that one, find two, and so on and so on. Those two go down and help the others to find two each, which is four. Then we get into this page here. What's all those things with Darren popping up? They're blocking my thing. Oh, okay. Here we go. We'll click into this one. Master key to TV success is to encourage fast duplication. That's one of the main keys right now, encourage fast duplication. And also share the gift. Okay. Share the gift comes first. Yep. Okay. Here's the growth we're in right now. You find two, and those two go and find two each, and those four go and find two each also, and it adds up to 8. Or you go and find 3, and those 3 also go and find 3, which is 9, and those 9 go and find 3 each, which is 27. And there's the category of 5. You find one person go and find 5, and the other, those 5 go and find 5 also, and so on and so on. And this 10 one here, I've been involved in the 10 one. You find 10 people, those 10 go down and find 10 also, and those 100 go down and find 10 people also. Okay, and that's quite straightforward there. What if I told you that we could reach our objective of gathering 1 billion members before the end of January 2019? Well, that ain't going to happen, but it will happen. Okay. Everything is in place perfectly to make that happen right now. Lack of belief is the only thing holding us back at this time. And I want to turn that around by the end of this article collectively. If we will believe we can do this, we will achieve it. And yeah, and I've come across this when I first started out. You approach people, but I think when you approached them, like I said, I was one of these sort of people. I didn't want to hear that no, that rejection answer, and I think a lot of people have that, and it's natural. So you just keep plugging at it. The moment you have a yes, that turns your whole life right around. But that's the first hurdle. People are afraid to hear that no, which in case is a rejection. If you just keep plugging in there, let's start by looking how this will benefit you and also other members in TBC. Picture this in your mind. It's the end of January 2019 and the admin wallet is empty, and we have created 1 million billionaires. Remember, we're still into that now, so get all your friends in, encourage them to purchase 40 grains of gold, and that is one whole TBC to them the moment they redeem. It will not show it up in your cookie rewards page until after it has been redeemed. So, sorry, some people do get it shown, but not all. Okay, 1 billion millionaires and tens of millions of small business owners accept 100% TBC for their goods and services. TBC is spendable and we didn't need any banks or exchanges to make our coins liquid. We did that ourselves. TBC is just as good as any paper money. Of course, TBC, because, a billion people have made it so by coming together. No institution on earth would dare challenge the value of our TBC Kringle coins. No one would want to oppose an effort to finally end poverty globally. People power is chanted in every corner of the earth. The only way to end poverty is through people power. And the people are sick of the corruption of the powers that be, and how unfair the current distribution of wealth is today. TBC is a movement of people power on a mission to end poverty globally, and with 1 billion members backing us up, we would be unstoppable. Let's say you are a TBC billionaire at the end of January 2019. Even if a member only gets one whole TBC coin, they would become a TBC billionaire. It would bring you complete financial peace of mind, right? You are set for life. Your posterity is set for endless generations to come. The people of mind will allow you to remain calm as we allow the world to catch up to this new dynamic of having 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires. Love and respect will be our guide as we allow the world to catch up. You have plenty of crinkles to use to feed and clothe your family. We must put the mission first ahead of the mad dash to elevate our members into lifestyles of luxury. Luxury all will come in time. But this is what I mean by saying we need to allow the world time to catch up. Peace of mind is the most valuable thing you can have, right? I, as admin, will set up a global database and will invite the poor of the earth to register in it. Immediate help will be given to the poor as we connect 1 billion members to each sponsor 3 to 5 poor people in this database. Most poor people would be happy to get about 20 grain worth of Kringles as a kickstart. Then we would organise as we go and create job opportunities for all of the poor in our database. This will be a process, and at some point we will be able to declare the end of poverty in 2020. This achievement creates power, political power, that we as a human race will no longer allow the few to dictate how many live. This is why this mission must come first. This is why our members need to free themselves of the disease of greed, which is a byproduct of the system of artificial scarcity, even among the poor. Mad dashes to luxury must be discouraged, as I have said before. I don't want this article to be too long, so you will need to use your imagination of how all of your dreams will come true. Picture 2025, then through to 2030, through to 2050. See the personal transformation of how you will live happily in complete abundance and prosperity. Right, pay close attention to what is said within the dashboard of the KCBO. It starts with rapid rewards, two who get two, and so on. Look at the two who get two column in the massive growth campaign poster. Rapid rewards is based on duplicating two who get two day by day. Periods become days in the massive growth campaign, and in just 31 days, one leader could create 1 billion members below them. We already have millions of members, so this effort will not just come from one leader. We are much closer to the goal of having 1 billion members than what you might think. Now, this is admin talking all this. The master key is to encourage fast duplication. Encourage fast duplication. That is what is missing right now. There are 1,000 distractions within the TBC community right now. And most of these distractions plant seeds of doubt within the minds of our members. Encouragement is missing on a large scale. One idea that will completely heal our TBC community is to encourage fast duplication. We need to unify on that one idea. New members see a 24-hour and a 48 timers once they pay the admin fee. We need to rally around these timers and encourage the new members to use the script and instruction provided within the dashboard of the KCBO. Our leaders need to stay on top of the growth happening below them using the genealogy tool in the KCBO, and make sure they supply the needed cryptocurrencies to keep duplication moving smoothly. All leaders should become cash centers locally to keep the speed of growth growing. Kringles are magic coins. During the distribution phase of TBC compared to market coins. With market coins, you can only sell what you have purchased, but our coins are magic. Bookie Rewards system allows our members the ability to access an abundance of coins that are not purchased. During the redemption extension, our newest members can have more coins than they can spend. We deliver on our promise to provide abundance. These magic coins can allow mass quantities of mass quantity of people to immediately go full-time in TBC. The more full-time members we have, the faster we will grow. The final piece is now in place, the holiday promo. And that's the one that's running right now, the holiday promo 2019. One of the things choking up fast duplication was that 40 grain was out of reach for so many people, and that slowed growth. Now sponsors can get compensated, while new members have a tiered system to complete transactions. In some countries, 4 grain is what can be earned daily for a day's worth of work at a typical job. In those countries, sponsors should be happy to receive really 4 grains just for completing a simple transaction. A full-time sponsor would be blessed to do one transaction a day instead of hard labor at a job for the same amount of after 8 hours of work, right? Also, new members are encouraged to do multiple transactions during the holiday promo because of benefits that come through accumulation within it. No matter where you live in the world, this holiday promo allows you in principle to earn a day's worth of income just by doing one transaction a day. If in your country the average pay is 20 grains a day, then that is what should be promoted as a starting point in your country. Members having daily cash flow at or above average income in their countries will be able to show the benefits of going full-time in TBC. Lead by example. Get your cash flow going daily in TBC. People will respect that. Everyone just needs to get in where they fit in on their first day as a new member, following the 5-day instructions on the dashboard of KCBO. Sponsors recruit and recruits quickly become sponsors, all in a single day. So 2 become 4, 4 become 8, 16 become 32, and so on. It's how fast a team could grow on a daily basis. You just needed to believe it is possible and use all of the tools you have provided. Okay, fast duplication is not enough. That as an idea has no ongoing support. On paper it looks good, but it is missing something. Encourage fast duplication. Completes it. Encourage turns the idea of fast duplication into a cycle of do it and then encourage others to do it. I want to see and hear those 3 words everywhere within the TBC community. We need to focus on the meaning of those 3 words. And the broadcaster should be explaining these 3 words over and over again like a drumbeat. Picture in your mind the whole TBC community getting excited about these 3 words. Visualize all of the TBC members taking action based on these three words. See the growth of the community speed up because of it in your mind. This is the master key TBC success. And it will open every door of success from the micro to the macro inside of the TBC community. This one key makes all doors open. So there's some happy smiling faces there. Right, I'm going to stop sharing now and come back live. Where are we? Oh man. Pushing on the wrong buttons again.
It's 8 is how many people are going to watch? It's 4 watching because it's now 8.
Before I thank all of these people for watching this live broadcast, I'd like to say my moderator, Bex, my wife, she's what you call Mauiwi, and Māori that means sick. So she's been sick all weekend. Almost took her to the hospital yesterday morning, but she's back home, heavily sedated. But she knows what's going on around her, and hopefully she'll be up and moving sometime tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, there's a bit of, there was a strain circulating around Auckland. I don't know what the strain is called. They just put it down as a strain, the doctors. And so that's where we at. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of these people. Sister Carol and Brother Darren. And my wife was watching, but she won't be doing any broadcasts. And Brother Reserve. And there's, I think, maybe 3 or 4 others that are watching. Thank you so much for watching my live broadcast. You're most welcome. I didn't broadcast yesterday morning because of what happened. So I'm using the same link as what I was using. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much once again, and peace. Peace go with you.